a Chair by Steve Hansen. I'm standing on a chair. I'm standing on a chair. I don't know why Mom is worried. I'm just standing on a chair. I think she was dead by the lion. But seeing shoes on fabric is what makes her feel. I bathe with toxic jellyfish and ride a crocodile. But if I'm on the sofa, her mood becomes hostile. I often sleep with scorpions and wrestle with the bear. I don't know why Mom is worried. I'm just standing on a chair.
Begin.
I made a little snowball as perfect as can be. I thought I'd keep it as a pet and let it sleep with me. I made it some pajamas and a pillow for its head, but then last night it ran away. Go faster with me, then hee hee hee.
Great, go ahead.
I wore my shell Silverstein. I will not play at tug of war. I'd rather play at hug of war. Everyone hugs and hugs. Everyone giggles and rolls on their eyes. Everyone kisses and everyone grins. And everyone cuddles and everyone drinks. Dr. King had a dream that we would work as a team. We shouldn't care about the clever skins. Let's work together and be good friends. Liberty by Janet S. Swan. I pledge acceptance of the views. So different that makes us America. To listen, to look, to think, and to rule. One people sharing the oath, responsible for liberty and justice for all. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Olivia. And we're cousins. Well, also best friends, but more like sisters.
I was there the day she was born.
I don't remember that day much. We played together, know each other's secrets, and now we get to do speech fair together. Cousins, author unknown. Cousins are forever friends whose hearts are bound together by the love of a family. They stay together, play together, dream together, scheme together. They know the same family secrets, tell the best family jokes. Sometimes they even share the same name, same smile, same freckles, and the same laugh. Cousins love to get together at holiday time or any time. For when grown-ups are busy catching up, cousins are busy building up a store of happy memories sure to last a lifetime.
All right, you may begin when you're ready.
Homework, oh homework by Jack Pilatsky. Homework, oh homework, I hate you, you stink. I wish I could wash you away in the sink. If only a bomb would explode you to bits. Homework, oh homework, you're giving me fits. I'd rather take a bath with a man-eating shark or wrestle a lion alone in the dark. Eat spinach and liver, pet 10 porcupines, then tackle the homework my teacher assigns. Homework, oh homework, you're last on my list. I simply can't see why you even exist. If you disappeared, it would tickle me pink. Homework, oh homework, I hate you, you stink.
You may begin when you're ready.
The Homework Machine by Charles Silverstein. The Homework Machine, oh the Homework Machine. The most perfect contraption that ever been seen. Just cut in your homework, then drop in a dime. Snap on this switch, and in 10 seconds time, your homework comes out quick and clean as can be. Here it is, 9 plus 4, and answer is 3. So we, oh me, I guess it's not as perfect as I thought it would be.
Why not read?
Dear Lord, we thank you for the food before us, the friends and family beside us, the love between us, and the presence among us. Amen.
Okay, you may begin.
My name is Ryder Lewis Hinchcliffe. I am presenting Mice by Rose Film. I think mice are rather nice. Their tails are long, their faces small. They haven't any chins at all. Their ears are pink, their teeth are white. They run about the house at night. They nibble things they shouldn't touch, and no one seems to like them much. But I think mice are nice.
My name is Rhett Shelter. School is more like baseball. I can miss it. If school was more like baseball, we would only have to play. We would hang out in the sunshine and run around all day. We wouldn't have to study, we would practice, and we would drink. And best of all, they would cancel whenever they were late. Sometimes I wonder what I do for a job. I could be a farmer. I might eat water corn on the cob. I bet might be something to think about. But since I'm allergic to cats, that idea is probably out. Ooh, a singer is an amazing choice. But unfortunately, I have a very squeaky voice. I could be a chef at a neat little cafe. But really, my E is PB&J. Ooh, a teacher is the most important of all. But it looks like really hard work, and I'd rather play ball. I could live in the lighthouse and guard the shores. But I know I want to be a dozen things more. I could be an artist and create beautiful pottery. All I want is just to win the lottery. The title is 1, 2 of my shoe. Awesome unknown, 1, 2 of my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, the big fat head. Hello, everyone. My name is Alexa. My poem is Now We Are Six by A.A. Milne. When I was one, I had just begun. When I was 2, I was nearly new. When I was 3, I was hardly me. When I was 4, I was not much more. When I was 5, I was just alive, but now I'm 6. I'm as clever as them, so I think I'll be 6 now, forever and ever. Thank you. I have a little turtle who lived in a box. He swam in a puddle, he climbed on a rock. He snapped at a mosquito, he snapped at a flea. He snapped at a minnow and he snapped at me. He caught the mosquito, he caught the flea. He caught the minnow, but he didn't catch me.
There's a lot of different sports, but soccer is the best. It's more fun than baseball and better than all the rest. Soccer is my favorite sport. What else can I say? It can be a lot more fun if you know how to play. I really want our team to score, and I love it when we win, but when the game is over, I still want to play again. We have a really good coach here that teaches us how to play, so when we all grow up to be a great soccer player someday, it doesn't. Even though we can't win every game, our coach still wants us to have fun. It doesn't matter if we win or lose, our team is still number one.
All right, you may begin.
My robots misbehaving and won't do as I say. The one that is the furniture and put my toys away. The robot never helps me with homework or my chores. It doesn't do the laundry and the box to clean the floors. The robot, it comes, it can't cook dinner, it never makes my bed. No matter what I ask of it, it simply shakes its head. My robot must be broken, I'll have to give it never. But until that day, I have to stay. I'm glad I have my mother. Something by Alexa Rose Carlin. If you want something you never had before, you must do something you've never done before. What I have always known is that you can be anything you dream, dream, dream. Dream until your dreams come true. Act on your passion, and when your shot comes, take it. Look fear in the face and embrace it. The time is now. The moment is now. Believe in yourself like I believe this to be the true. The world needs more of you.
Begin when you're ready.
I have a dream by Martin Luther King Jr. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. This will be the day when all God's children will be able to sing with you and me. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing, land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountain side, let freedom reign.
Ready? You may begin when you're ready.
If I could catch a rainbow, author unknown. If I could catch a rainbow, I'd do it just for you, and share with you its beauty on the days you're feeling blue. If I could build a mountain you call your very own, a place to find serenity, a place to be alone. If I could take your troubles, I'd toss them in the sea. But all these things I'm finding are impossible for me. I cannot build a mountain or catch a rainbow fair, but let me be what I know best, a friend who's always there.
All right, you may begin when you're ready.
Life Doesn't Frighten Me by Maya Angelou. Shadows on the wall, noises down the hall, life doesn't frighten me at all. Bad dogs barking loud, big ghosts in a cloud, life doesn't frighten me at all. Mean old Mother Goose, lions on the loose, they don't frighten me at all. Dragons breathing flame on my counterpane, that doesn't frighten me at all. I go boo, make them shoo, I make fun the way they run. I won't cry, so they fly. I just smile, they go wild. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Tough guys fight all alone at night. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Panthers in the park, strangers in the dark. No, they don't frighten me at all. That new classroom where boys all pull my hair, they see little girls with their hair in curls. They don't frighten me at all. Don't show me frogs and snakes and listen for my scream. If I'm afraid at all, it's only in my dreams. I've got a magic charm that I keep up my sleeve. I can walk the ocean floor and never have to breathe. Life doesn't frighten me at all. Not at all, not at all. Life doesn't frighten me at all.
Begin when you're ready.
My Dog Likes to Disco by Ken Nesbitt. My dog likes to disco on TikTok for fun. He'd rather start dancing than go for a run. My dog likes to wiggle and jiggle and jump. He bobbles his noggin and wriggles his rump. And when he's done dancing, this doggy of mine will pick up his cell phone and post it online. He puts up a video once every day so people can watch as he wiggles away. He started on TikTok for something to do. Now he's on YouTube and Instagram too. He's trending on Twitter and Facebook as well. I guess I should have been able to tell. You see, when I rescued my dog from the pound, the sign said, purebred social media hound.
You may begin when you are ready.
A Cat's Unbridled Love by Francesco Marciuliani. I knead your chest with my sharp claws to show you my affection. I bite your arm and don't let go to show you adoration. I walk across your throat at night because I want to say hello. I leap from high upon your lap because I miss you so. I trip you when you walk down the stairs so you'll know I'm always near. I sit on your face and block out air so my absence you need no fear. I show my love in so many ways. My devotion runneth over, so I do not know why when I approach, you duck and run for cover.
You may begin when you're ready.
My teacher took my iPod by Ken Nesbitt. My teacher took my iPod. She said there was a rule. I couldn't bring it into class or even at the school. She said she would return it. I'll have it back that day. But then she tried my headphones on and gave a click on play. She looked a little startled, but just after a while, she made sure we were occupied and cracked a wicked smile. Her body started swaying. Her toes began to tap. Then she started grooving in her seat and rocking to the rap. My teacher changed her mind. She now thinks it's okay that I could bring my iPod into class. She takes it every day.
Ready? All right, you may begin when you're ready.
Homework or homework by Jack Whimsical. Homework or homework, I hate you, stink. I wish I could wash you away in the sink. If only a bomb will explode you to bits. Homework or homework, you're giving me fits. I'd rather take bath with Manny and Shark or wrestle a lion alone in the dark. Eat spinach and liver, pet 10 porcupines, then tackle the homework my teacher assigns. Homework or homework, you're last on my list. I can't see why you exist. If you just disappear, it'll tickle me pink. Homework or homework, I hate you, stink. Homework or homework by Jack Whimsical. Homework or homework, I hate you, you stink. I wish I could wash you away in the sink. If only a bomb would explode you to bits. Homework or homework, you're giving me fits. I'd rather take baths with a man-eating shark or wrestle a lion alone in the dark. Eat spinach and liver, pretend porcupines, then tackle the homework my teacher assigns. Homework or homework, you're last on my list. I simply can't see why you even exist. If you just disappeared, it would tickle me pink. Homework or homework, I hate you, you stink.
All right, you may begin when you're ready.
Last night I dreamt of chickens by Jack Whimsical. Last night I dreamt of chickens. There were chickens everywhere. They were standing on the stump. They were pecking at my pillow, hopping on my head. They were looking at their feathers out of their waist. They were on the chairs and tables. They were on the chandeliers. They were listening in the corners. They were clucking in my ears. Chickens ran as far as I could see. When I woke today, I noticed they were looking at me.
All right, you may begin when you're ready.
Homework or homework by Jack Whimsical. Homework or homework, I hate you, stink. I wish I could wash you away in the sink. If only the bomb would explode into bits. Homework or homework, it gave me fits. I'd rather take a bath with Manny and Shark or wrestle a lion alone in the dark. Eat spinach and liver, then pets and porcupines, and tackle the homework that my teacher sends. Homework or homework, the last on my list. I simply can't see why you even exist. If you just disappeared, it would tickle me pink. Homework or homework, I hate you, sick.
All right, now you may begin when you're ready.
Last night I dreamed of chickens by Last night I dreamed of chickens. There were chickens everywhere. They were standing on my stomach. They were nesting in my hair. They were hopping. They were nesting in my head. They were hopping. Last night I dreamed of chickens. There were chickens everywhere. They were standing on my stomach. They were nesting in my hair. They were pecking on the pillow. They were hopping on my head. They were lifting up their feathers as they wished about my bed. They were on the chairs and tables. They were on the chandeliers. They were roosting in the corners. They were clucking in my ears. There were chickens. For as far as I could see, when I woke up, I noticed their eggs on top of me.
Hi, I'll be reading Homework or Homework by Jack Whimsical. Homework or homework, I hate you, stink. I wish I could wash you away in the sink. If only a bomb would explode you to bits. Homework or homework, you're giving me fits. I'd rather take baths with a Manny and Shark or wrestle a lion alone in the dark. Eat spinach and liver, pet 10 porcupines, then tackle the homework my teacher assigned. Homework or homework, you're last on my list. I simply can't see why you even exist. If you just disappear, it'll tickle me pink. Homework or homework, I hate you, stink.
We're ready.
The crocodile's too thick.
by Shel Silverstein. The crocodile went to the dentist and sat down in the chair, and the dentist said, "Now tell me, sir, what does it hurt and where?" And the crocodile said, "I'll tell you the truth, I have a terrible ache in my tooth." And the crocodile opened his jaws so wide, that the dentist, he climbed right inside. And the dentist laughed, "Oh, isn't this fun?" as he pulled the teeth out one by one. And the crocodile cried, "You're hurting me so. Please put down your pliers and let me go." And the dentist laughed with a ho, ho, ho. I still have 12 to go. Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth more or less? Suddenly, the jaws went snap, and the dentist was gone, right off the map. Where he went, one could only guess, to the north, or the south, or the east, or the west. He left no forwarding address, but what's one dentist more or less?
And you may begin when you are ready.
Homework, oh homework, I hate you. Homework, oh homework by Shel. No, not Shel.
Okay, stop. Take a deep breath. Stop. Walk away for a moment.
Wait there.
I'll turn back to her and you may begin when you're ready.
Homework, oh homework by Jack Perluski. Yeah, I think that's it. Homework, oh homework, I hate you. Sink. I wish I could wash you when you sink. If only a bomb was putting you to bits. Homework, oh homework, you're giving you fits. I'd rather take baths with a man-eating shark or wrestle a lion alone in the dark. Eat spinach and liver, pet and porcupine. Then tackle the homework my teacher starts. Homework, oh homework, you're lost on my list. I simply can't see why you even exist. If you just disappeared, it would tickle me pink. Homework, oh homework, I hate you, you stink.
All right, and you may begin when you are ready.
Last night I dreamed of chickens by Jack Perluski. Last night I dreamed of chickens. There were chickens everywhere. They were standing on my stomach. They were nesting in my hair. They were pecking at my pillow. They were hopping on my head. They were ruffling up their feathers as they raced about my bed. They were on the chairs and tables. They were on the chandeliers. They were roosting in the corners. They were clucking in my ears. They were chickens, chickens, chickens for as far as I could see. When I woke today, I noticed there's eggs on top of me.
And you may begin.
Last night I dreamed of chickens by Jack Perluski. Last night I dreamed of chickens. There were chickens everywhere. They were standing on my stomach. They were nesting in my hair. They were pecking at my pillow. They were hopping on my head. They were ruffling up their feathers as they raced about my bed. They were on the chairs and tables. They were on the chandeliers. They were roosting in the corners. They were clucking in my ears. There were chickens, chickens, chickens for as far as I could see. When I woke up today, there were eggs on top of me. Go Back to the Sea by John F. Kennedy. I really don't know why it is that all of us are so committed to the sea, except I think it's because in addition to the fact that the sea changes and the light changes and the ships change is because we all came from the sea. And it is an interesting biological fact that all of us have in our veins the exact same percentage of salt in our blood that exists in the ocean. And therefore, we have salt in our blood, in our sweat, in our tears. We are tied to the ocean, and when we go back to the sea, whether it is to sail or to watch it, we are going back from whence we came.
You may begin when you're ready.
The Autumn Wind by Steve Sable. The autumn wind is our pirate, blustering in the sea. With a rollicking song, he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather beaten. He wears a hooded sash with a silver hat about his head and a bristly black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold, and the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you down, get upside down, and laugh when he's conquered and won.
You ready to start, Noah?
He had a dream by Meter Scottish. I have a dream. I have a dream. These are the words of Martin Luther King. What was his dream? What was his dream? Tell us the dream of Martin Luther King. Dr. King wished, Dr. King prayed for all people to live unafraid. Dr. King cared for the blacks and for the whites. He wanted all people to share equal rights. I have a dream. I have a dream. These are the words of Martin Luther King. What was his dream? What was his dream? Tell us the dream of Martin Luther King.
Are you done?
No.
No, okay, go in there.
Dr. King marched. Dr. King spoke for a world full of justice for all kinds of folk. Dr. King cared for the blacks and for Dr. King cared for me and for you. He wanted, by working together, his dream can come true. I have a dream. I have a dream. These are the words of Martin Luther King. What was his dream? What was his dream? Tell us the dream of Martin Luther King.
You're ready.
He had a dream by Meter Scottish. I have a dream, I have a dream. These were the words of Martin Luther King. What was his dream? What was his dream? Tell us the dream of Martin Luther King. Dr. King wished, Dr. King prayed, that one day all people would live unafraid. Dr. King cared for blacks and for whites. He wanted all people to share equal rights. I have a dream, I have a dream. These were the words of Martin Luther King. What was his dream? What was his dream? Tell us the dream of Martin Luther King. Dr. King marched, Dr. King spoke, and the world full of justice for all kind of folk. Dr. King cared for me and for you. By working together, his dream could come true. I have a dream, I have a dream. These were the words of Martin Luther King. What was his dream? What was his dream? Tell us the dream of Martin Luther King.
Step on the first one.
The first one, Adventures of the Frisbee, written by Cheryl Silverstein. The Frisbee got tired of sailing to and from too. He thought about other things he might like to do. The next sunbeam through him, he turned in the sky. He set away to find the new things they tried. He tried to be an eyeglass, but nobody could see through him. He tried to be a UFO, but everybody knew him. He tried to be a dinner plate, but got cracked and quit it. He tried to be a pizza, but got tall, baked, and bit. He tried to be a hubcap, but cars moved too quick. He tried to be a record, but the spin made him sick. He tried to be a quarter, but he's too big to spin, so he rolled home quite glad to be a Frisbee once again.
Are you ready? You may begin when you're ready.
He had a dream by Meter Scottish. I have a dream, I have a dream. These are the words of Martin Luther King. What was his dream? What was his dream? Tell us the dream of Martin Luther King. Dr. King wished, Dr. King prayed, that one day all people would live unafraid. Dr. King cared for blacks and for whites. He wanted all people to share equal rights. I have a dream, I have a dream. These are the words of Martin Luther King. What was his dream? What was his dream? Tell us the dream of Martin Luther King. Dr. King marched. Dr. King spoke. The world full of justice of all kinds of folk. Dr. King cared for me and for you. By working together, his dream can come true. I have a dream, I have a dream. These are the words of Martin Luther King. What was his dream? What was his dream? Tell us the dream of Martin Luther King.
Judges, are you ready? You may begin when you're ready.
I Can't Wait for Summer by Ken Nesbitt.
I can't wait for summer when school days are done to spend the days playing outside in the sun.
I won't have to study, no homework, no tests, just afternoons spent on adventures and quests.
Instead of mathematics and writing reports, I'll go to the park and play summertime sports.
Instead of assignments, report cards, and grades, I'll get to play baseball and watch the
grades.
I'll swing on the playgrounds and swim in the pool instead of just practicing lessons in school.
The second the school year is finally done, I'll spend every minute with friends having fun.
I can hardly wait for the end of the year. I'm counting the days until summer is here.
It's hard to be patient. It's hard to be cool.
It's hard to believe it's the first day of school.
I Like to Be a Movie Star by Ken Nesbitt. I'd like to be a movie star. I'd do it if I could. I'd pack up my belongings and I'd move to Hollywood. As soon as I arrived there, I'd make my screen debut. I'd star in flashy action films, adventure movies too. I'd be in countless comedies to make the viewers laugh. Then when they saw me on the street, they want my autograph. I'd soon become so famous that the world would know my name. I'd hang out with celebrities and join the Hall of Fame. I'd buy a fancy mansion on an island paradise. I'd love to be a movie star. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? There's just one little problem, just one complicating fact. My parents tell me every day I don't know how to act.
Judges, are you ready? You may begin when you're ready.
Missing Room by Shel Silverstein. Who's ever read this says it'd be a shame. His underwear is hanging on the lamp, his raincoat staring to overstuffed chair, and his chair is becoming quite mucky and damp. His workbook is wedged in the window. His sweater's been thrown on the floor. His scarf and one here beneath the TV, and his pants have been carelessly hung on the door. His books are all jammed in the closet. His pants have been left in the hall. A lizard named Dad is asleep in his bed, and his belly old sock has been stuck to the wall. Who's ever read this said be a shame. Donald or Robert or Relly or, huh? You say it's mine? Oh dear, I knew it looked familiar.
Judges, are you ready? You may begin when you're ready.
My Dog Has Got No Manners by Bruce Lansky. My dog has got no manners. I think he is very, very rude. He always whines at dinner time while we are eating our food. And when he's feeling thirsty and wants to take a drink, he takes it from the toilet instead of from the sink. He never wears a pair of pants. He doesn't wear a shirt, but worse, he doesn't shower to wash away the dirt. He's not polite to strangers. He bites them on the rear. And when I'm on the telephone, he barks so I can't hear. When I complain to Mommy, this is what she said. I thought you knew the reason his manners stink. He learns by watching you.
You may begin when you are ready.
Okay. Good morning, dear students, by Ken Nesbitt. Good morning, dear students, the principal said. Please put down your pencils and go back to bed. Today we will spend the day playing outside, then take the whole school on a carnival ride. We'll learn to eat candy while watching TV, and listen to records and swing from a tree. We'll also be learning to draw on the walls, to scream in the classrooms and run in the halls. So bring in your skateboard, your scooter, your bike. It's time to be different and do what you like. The teachers are going to give you a rest. You don't need to study. There won't be a test. And if you'd prefer, for a bit of a change, feel free to go wild and act really strange. Go put on a clown suit and dye your hair green, and copy your face on the Xerox machine. Tomorrow it's back to the regular grind. Today, just go crazy. We don't really mind. So tear up your homework. We'll give you an A. Oh wait, I'm just kidding. It's April Fool's Day.
You may begin.
Dear Basketball by Kobe Bryant. You gave a 6-year-old boy his Laker dream, and I'll always love you for it. But I can't love you obsessively for much longer. This season is all I have left to give. My heart can take the pounding, my mind can handle the grind, but my body knows it's time to say goodbye. And that's okay. I'm ready to let you go. I want to let you know now, so we can both savor every moment we have left together, the good and the bad. We have given each other all that we have. And we both know no matter what I do next, I'll always be that kid with the rolled up socks, garbage can in the corner, 5 seconds on the clock, ball in my hands.
Ticklish Tom by Shel Silverstein. Did you hear about Ticklish Tom? He got tickled by his mom, wiggled and giggled and fell on the floor, left and rolled right out the door, all the way to school, and then he got tickled by his friends, laughed till he fell off of his stool, left and rolled right out of school, down the stairs and finally stopped, till he got tickled by a cop. All the more he kept giggling, all the more the folks kept tickling. He shrieked and screamed and rolled around, rode his way right out of town, through the country down the road, till he got tickled by a toad. Past the mountains, through the plain, tickled by the falling rain, tickled by the soft brown grass, tickled by the clouds that passed. Giggling, rolling on his back, he rode onto a railroad track. Rumble, rumble, whistle, roar, Tom ain't ticklish anymore.
When you're ready.
I'd like to be a movie star by Ken Nesbitt. I'd like to be a movie star. I'd do it if I could. I'd pack up my belongings and I'd move to Hollywood. As soon as I arrived there, I'd make my screen debut. I'd star in flashy action films, adventure movies too. I'd be in countless comedies to make the viewers laugh, and when they saw me on the street, they'd want my autograph. I'd soon become so famous that the world would know my name. I'd hang out with celebrities and join the Hall of Fame. I'd buy a fancy mansion on an island paradise. I'd love to be a movie star. Wouldn't that be nice? There's just one little problem, one complicating fact. My parents tell me every day I don't know how to act.
And you may begin when you're ready.
I'd like to be a movie star by Ken Nesbitt. I'd like to be a movie star. I'd do it if I could. I'd pack up my belongings and then move to Hollywood. As soon as I arrived there, I would make my screen debut. I'd star in flashy action films, adventure movies too. I'd be in countless comedies to make the viewers laugh. Then when they saw me on the street, they'd want my autograph. Soon I'd become so famous that the world would know my name. I'd hang out with celebrities and join the Hall of Fame. I'd buy a fancy mansion on an island paradise. I'd love to be a movie star. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? There's just one little problem, just one complicating fact. My parents tell me every day I don't know how to act.
All right. You may begin when you are ready.
Waiting at the Window by A.A. Milne. These are my 2 drops of rain waiting at the window pane. I'm waiting here to see which the winning one will be. Both of them have different names. One is John and one is James. All the best and all the worst come from which of them is first. James has just begun to ooze. He's the one I want to lose. John is waiting to begin. He's the one I want to win. James is going slowly on. Something sort of sticks to John. John is moving off at last. James is going pretty fast. John is rushing down the pane. James is going slow again. James has been sort of a smear. John is getting very near. Is he going fast enough? James found a piece of fluff. John has quickly hurried by. James was talking to a fly. John is there and John has won. Look, I told you, here's the sun.
Judges, are you ready? You may begin when you're ready.
Ruby Showed the Way by Carol Oakes. Ruby Bridges was only 6. People tried to hit her with sticks. Hateful words at her thrown, hate to all with her skin tone. She went to school on her own. The kids all left, she was alone. She wants to learn everything in life, but she goes to school with strife. Ruby was brave and learned at school with just one teacher who was cool. Her teacher smiles, but Ruby sees her fear and uncertainty. Ruby does her best to stand tall and not let fear make her fall. Ignoring hate coming from the crowd, Ruby makes her country proud. In fear and ignorance, people stayed until Ruby showed the way. Be respectful and do what's right, and then peace will be in sight.
Stellar Eyes by Maya Angelou. You may write me down history with the bitter twist of lies. You may tread me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my silence upset you? Why are you so beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room, just like moons and like suns with the certainty tides. Just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my suffer cries. Does my hauntiness offend you? Don't take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold miners digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with the hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Leaving behind the nights and terror and fear, I'll rise. Into a daybreak that is wondrously clear, I'll rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the hope and the dream of the slave. I'll rise, I'll rise, I'll rise.
Are you making it? You're ready.
Waiting at the Window by A. Millie. These are two of my drops of rain waiting on the window pane. I am waiting here to see which the winning one will be. Both of them have different names. One is John and one is James. All the best and all the worst comes of which one is first. James has just begun to ooze. He's the one I want to lose. John is just waiting to begin. He's the one I want to win. James is going slowly on. Something sort of sticks to John. John is taking off at last. James going pretty fast. James has met a sort of smear. John is getting very near. Is John going fast enough? James has met a piece of fluff. John quickly hurried by. James is talking to a fly. John is there and John has won. Look, I told you, here's the sun.
You know, when you may begin when you're ready.
Being Brave at Night by Edgar Guest. The other night, about 2 o'clock, or maybe it was 3, an elephant with shining tusks came chasing after me. His trunk was waving in the air, spouting just a steam, and he was out to eat me up, but still I didn't scream or let him see that I was scared. A better thought I had. I just escaped from where I was and crawled in bed with death. One time there was a giant who was horrible to see. He had 3 heads and 20 arms, and he came after me. Red hot fire came from his mouth, and every hand was red, and he declared he'd grind my bones and make them into bread. But I was just too smart for him. I fought him mighty bad. Before his hands could call on me, I called him better as death. I ain't scared of nothing that comes pressuring me at night. One time there were 40 ghosts, all shimmery and white. I just raced them around the room, let them think that maybe I had to stop and rest a while when they could capture me. And then when they leapt onto my bed, oh gee, but they were mad to find that I had slipped away and called in bed with death. No giants, ghosts, or elephants have dared to come in there, 'cause if they did, he'd beat them up and chase them to the lair. They just hang around their children's room, snap, snarl, and bite, and laugh if they can make them yell for help with all their might. But I just don't yell out loud. I'm not that sort of lad. I just slip from out of the covers and call in bed with death. The end.
All right, you may begin.
Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words,
You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air I'll rise. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide. Welling and swelling I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
All right, you may begin when you're ready.
Me by Rachel Dawson. What makes me me is an abstract thing, not the skin that stretches over bones, no zip codes where I found a home, not the ties to others near or far, not my title, money, clothing, car, not the words that cling as a label, not my mental health, wild, stable. What makes me me is a deeper thing, found in my soul, created, whole, imperfect, yes, but not a mess. Redeemed again, different now and then, knowing there's more, not keeping score. Skin, beautiful, bones, movable, smile, shining, heart, arriving, brain, expanding, feet, found standing, forgiven, free. What makes me, me.
You may go ahead and begin when you are ready.
Malala, Activist for Girls' Education by Raphael Fryer, illustrated by Arella Franti. Many people believe that women should stay home to watch younger children cook, clean, do housework, and get water from the wells. Girls are often required to marry at very young age. Many families believe that only boys should have jobs, but Malala disagrees with all of these ideas. On Malala's 16th birthday, July 12, 2013, many people from all around the world come to hear her speak at the United Nations in New York City. Malala wears a shawl that belongs to Benazir Bhutto, a Pakistani prime minister who was assassinated. I am here to speak up for the right of education of every child. I want education for all the sons and daughters of the Taliban, all the terrorists and extremists. She speaks about Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Mahatma Gandhi. Poverty, ignorance, injustice, racism, and the deprivation of basic rights are the main problems faced by both men and women. Malala speaks about women's right in girls' education. Once, there was a time where women social activists asked men to stand up for their rights. But this time, we will do it by ourselves. Malala puts hope in hearts, tears in eyes. One child, one teacher, one pen, and a book can change the whole world.
You may begin.
Waiting at the Window by A.A. Miley. These are my 2 drops of rain waiting on the window pane. I'm waiting here to see which the winning one will be. Both of them have different names. One is John, one is James. All the best and all the worst come from which of them is first. James has just begun to ooze. He's the one I want to lose. John is waiting to begin. He is the one I want to win. James is going slowly on. Something sort of sticks to John. John is moving off at last. James is going pretty fast. John is rushing down the pane. James is going slow again. James has met a tortoise mirror. John is getting very near. Is he going fast enough? James has met a piece of fluff. John has quickly hurried by. James was talking to the fly. John is there and John has won. Look, I told you, here's the sun.